Welcome to Industry Voice by OCT Clinical. Today, we're visiting the Adam Smith Conference in Moscow. It's the only international event dedicated to trends, regulatory, and operational aspects of running clinical trials in Eastern Europe and Russia in particular. With our guests today, we will define trends which are going to transform the clinical research landscape in the next 3 to 5 years. Igor, thank you very much for finding time to talk to us. We appreciate it very much.
Okay, you're welcome.
So I would like to start with some general questions regarding the COVID-19 pandemic. So what effect did the global pandemic have on the research and its overall operations?
We became more flexible to our services, to our clinical operations. According to GCP ICH, I mean R2, we can to provide the services, we can to risk planning, and in the pandemic it's a good field for us to realize this planning.
And now I would like to talk about clinical research in particular. Today, more than half of all clinical trials are being outsourced to CROs globally. Do you perform those activities in-house or do you outsource to CROs?
So Geropharm have probably whole services of clinical research. We have our own medical department, biostatistician department, also clinical operation department, and the reason why we make our clinical trials by self. But we are always open to collaborate with colleagues. We are growing company, fast growing. Anytime we have new project, and if it's a good from business decision, we can to outsource this to CRO. We are flexible and open to it.
How do you approach CRO selection process? Do you prefer working with a global or a local vendor? And what countries do you choose for your clinical trials?
We don't prefer local or global CRO because at the beginning we are looking on the experience the CRO in our therapeutical area, and if the CRO have a good history of the same project, for example like insulins in endocrinology or neurology, and we have very good feedback from our colleagues how CRO working, we will prefer and selected this CRO. After the GCP audit, of course.
Talking about the future of the industry, what trends do you anticipate?
Our future is beginning now, and it was in my presentation in this conference. We will have more pharmacology trials like PKPD, first in human. Now we have not only in vitro and vivo, but sometimes we use in human study. It's a new kind of clinical study, and it will be our future, growing the first phase of clinical trials and maybe less level of third phases of clinical trials.
And if we talk about Geropharm in particular, what does the future hold for your company?
We are in the trend of growing the first phases of clinical trials. We will change our medicine. We have a good, well experience in genetic, of course, and now we have a very good experience in biosimilar, like any kind of insulins, and produce our own clamp clinical trials. And as about our future, we will do development in original medicine, and of course, maybe gene therapy.
Igor, thank you very much for coming and sharing your insights. We appreciate endlessly. We wish you good luck with your current and future research.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. If you would like to be our next guest speaker, reach out. You can find the right email in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe.